channel, John Domenico.
We're ready to educate people.
It's about the good, the bad, and the ugly. No bullshit. The real deal.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's Sam here. We're back with another episode of The Real Deal.
I'm Nick.
I'm Naz.
And I have Julia here.
Hi.
Julia, tell us where you're from. What do you own? What do you do?
All right.
We want to hear from you.
My name is Julia. I own the Body and Post-Op Clinic here in Woodbridge, Ontario. You want to hear a little bit about my background?
Yeah, we're going to open it up. I know you're eager to get
I
going.
know. I want to tell you guys.
We want to hear it all. Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into your industry and what your industry is.
And what exactly you do here.
Yeah, and what are your services? What are you offering us?
All right. So I think I'll get started by saying I originally was a college dropout, not your typical story, but I definitely decided after college I wanted to do something that was meant for me, something that I can offer somebody. I wanted to offer a service to people. I knew that this was my passion. I knew that I wanted to do something in regards to healing or making others feel better about themselves. Even when I was struggling with my own insecurities or body images, I said, you know what? There has to be something out there that I could do to support other women and men to be more body positive, to go out wearing that one bikini they never wanted to wear or that one outfit they don't want to wear. And I said, how can I do this? That's what led me to an amazing program downtown Toronto. I had an amazing time learning all about body care and post-operative care. I am a body care specialist and post-operative care specialist for now 3 years. I've been working on many different body types, patients, men, women. We see everything here, and I think it's so amazing because we are a no judgment zone. So that's where I kind of started in this industry. We've been doing really amazing. I started from my mom's house, and then thanks to Sam, we found beautiful real estate, and we built our own community.
Made it home.
Yeah, our own place for, women and men to feel safe and to come and work on their bodies and what they look like.
Okay, Julia, so I know you have a little bit of a story that backs this all up, and you have some key things that I think have brought you to where you are and how successful you are. So maybe tell us some of your experiences and tips and some of the things that you've done to bring you to where you are now, and maybe some of the challenges you face in becoming the Body Post-Op Clinic, right? Because I'm sure it is a unique business, right? So it's something different in the marketplace, and I'm sure maybe this is a first that a lot of people are maybe even hearing about this.
Tell us more, Julia. Tell us more.
So,
I will.
so yeah, what are key things that have driven your business and maybe some of the challenges as well that have gone along with that?
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. I have to be very honest and raw. Not 1 minute of opening this business was easy or smooth. Every single thing was a challenge. Every single thing was a hurdle. I faced problem after problem, even building the store right down to the actual service itself. Sam knows, I've cried on her shoulders. Yeah. But it's been nothing but difficult in this industry. Why? Because it's such a little niche that so many people don't even know about. And I almost have to go out there and prove myself to people and why this is important for their body and why this is important for plastic surgery patients to do post-op care. This is why I created this community, because there's not many people like us out there, and I want to create this space where people understand that you could make yourself feel better and don't frown upon plastic surgery. It should not be frowned upon, right? This is something that could be completely life-changing for so many different people. And if there's not enough places that show that, I will be that person, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's definitely a challenge that we face. It's hard to prove ourselves sometimes.
So that being said, what are the services that you're offering right now? How does this, if I were to come in, how does this work? Give us a little consultation.
Okay.
For
Your
example,
typical client, I guess.
Okay.
If I were to walk in
What should I get?
Yeah.
I love that. Actually, that's actually such a common question. People just come to me and they're like,
Nah, she
"So
said
what do I
she
do
said
now?"
she doesn't judge
Like,
either.
I'm gonna come to you. Like, what do I do, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't judge. She doesn't judge.
No
is a safe
judgment zone.
place.
This is a safe place, yes. Okay, so basically in a typical consultation, we'll definitely assess the person's body, men or woman, depends on what they've done or haven't done. So if they've done plastic surgery or if they haven't done plastic surgery yet or not doing it at all, we do body transformation services. Right up to the face, all the way down to the body. In regards to the face, we do work with a nurse. She can do some non-surgical cosmetic solutions for your face, like mini nose augmentations, like a jawline fix, whatever that may be. And then it goes right down to like your body. If you're trying to reduce, like you're having a hard time losing weight, or you're struggling with cellulite, or you're struggling with toning your muscles, the gym's not doing it for you. This is a place for a boost. This is a place to get you on a regimen, right? I think another challenge.
It's like a tool, right?
It's
to
a
use.
tool.
So it's part of the process. You still have to have a healthy life and lead
Yeah.
like a good lifestyle, right? Yeah.
I think another thing is people are looking for a quick fix, right? And it's like everything that we do, we're not here to just pour a blanket over it. We're here to fix the problem long term, right? So this is definitely what sets us apart from maybe what you see on Instagram and body contouring transformations that you guys see all over the place. We are much, much different. We're here for the long run. We're here to build a connection, change your life long term. We're not here to sugarcoat it and say, yep, you look good today, but you're not going to look good in a month from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave here looking good, wake up and looking not so good.
That's like me every morning. I go to bed, I'm like, this is okay. Then I wake up, I'm like, what is that?
You need to come see Julia.
God, and I like throw
You
a
have
bag
to
over my
book
head.
an
and-
You
appointment.
need some
Yeah,
content after this.
So,
Pre-wedding prep.
pre-wedding
Ooh,
prep.
congratulations.
Thank you. So pre-wedding prep, I got to get this done. No, I'm just kidding. I probably do though. Like all jokes aside. So, in regards to your business, I know this is something that you said you started kind of out of college, right? But was this the goal and the dream prior to college? Like, is this what you always thought, like, saw yourself doing, or did you have another dream and goal before this?
I only had one goal, and that was to own a business, right? And I didn't know how I was going to get there. Obviously, as you know, college didn't work out so well. So I said, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? But I knew that if I just put my mind to what I wanted in my own self, I could make a business out of this.
And you know what? That's true, because I spent a lot of time around Julia, like going back to our
Yeah.
relationship since we were like babies. And she always said that I want to own a business, like since we were kids. Like it didn't matter what. And I remember the first time she came to me, she's like, "Sam, I need a space," and it wasn't even like this related. It was like for a
I just
completely
needed
other
a
business
unit
plan.
so that I could figure it
But
out.
she brought me a business plan, and I'm like, look at this girl. She's like 17 years old. She brought me a business plan, and she's like, I want to open up a business.
Right.
So like, I knew you're gonna be successful, like just from that point on, because how many like 17-year-olds like think like that, right? So
No, but you said college was kind of. What were the words you used? Sorry, now I'm having a mental lapse. Just now, you said college was didn't work out, but
No.
it did. But it did.
I went to a separate program after.
Regardless, it worked out because you found what you wanted to do.
Passion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
See what I mean?
definitely didn't look at it like that.
Yeah,
I
there's no
looked at
such
it
thing
like-
as mistakes.
No, I
right?
know.
It's either lessons or victories, right?
100%.
And that was a lesson, and it brought you here to the
Yeah.
Aritzia of post-op care.
Aritzia on Weston and Major Mac.
3905.
Yeah.
Major
3905
Mackenzie
Major
Drive.
Mac.
So I know I spent a lot of time with you behind the process, but what was kind of your inspiration to get this all going? What was your, I know you had a lot of brainstorm sessions and we talked about a lot of ideas, but what was your inspiration to bring you to like here where you are
To
right now?
this location? Yeah. So
not even location wise, but even for your brand, for your business, just
Yeah.
what fuels you? What's your inspiration on the general scale?
My dad actually always told me something, and this is funny that we're bringing up the whole college thing too, shortly after I dropped out, my dad said, you know what, if you're too comfortable, then you're not growing anymore.
Nothing happens in comfort zones.
So he said, you better start getting a little bit uncomfortable. And you better start hoping that you fail, because after you fail, there's big reward on the other side. And he kept telling me, like, are you too comfortable? Are you too comfortable? And I'm like, I have to be more uncomfortable. So I used to say, like, I know this is terrible. I need to be a little bit more stressed out, right? I want to take on more. I need to take risks. I can't be comfortable. And that led me to the best thing in my life, which is this place, right? So it's super uncomfortable every day. Nothing is easy. But that's good. I want to live like that. I don't want to live comfortable.
And I think that shows with like what you're doing and like the constant growth I've seen from your business scale, and anyone watching this, like, look back at some of the growth from day one when you started, and it's like tremendous, right? What's the next big move, right? I know there's some things in the works, so I want to know
share your secrets.
I don't know if you want to share it, or you can just hint it, and then you have to follow.
Sharing
for
is
more.
caring.
Sharing is caring. Fine.
If it's privy, then like you don't have to, but you can share it.
Just give us a sample instead of all the details.
Yeah, just like a brief intro to what's coming.
Okay. We are looking to work with more plastic surgery clinics in all of North America. That's it.
That's it.
Big hints.
Big hints. Big hints. Okay.
North America is huge.
Well, that
Exactly.
that kind of brings up a question for me. So, in the way your business operates,
Yes.
do you have to approach plastic surgery clinics and say, "Hey, we're the place for you to send your clients to recover"? Is that the way it works, or do people come off the street and say, "Listen, I just got work done and I need a bed"? Like,
Doctor affiliate.
you know what I mean?
programs
Yeah.
in
Like
the
how
sense, yeah.
where is your biggest demographic coming from in terms of, well, demographic's the wrong word, but where is your biggest clientele coming from? Is
Yeah,
it
that's a really good question, actually. Not a lot of people ask us that, like, where people come from and stuff. A lot of people come, like, from the street, right? And they're
Okay.
just like, hey, we live in the community. We saw you guys do post-op care. And we would love to try it out because, we came from Colombia or Ecuador or Peru, and we don't know where to go, right? So we have those people. And then I would say we definitely have another side of it where we try our best to approach plastic surgery clinics in Canada to try and get them to bring their clients that live in this area here. A lot of surgery clinics are downtown Toronto, and a lot
Yorkville.
of people here it's difficult for them to drive. And I remember post-op care, you have to do 2 to 3 times a week for like 2 months. So
It's a lot.
that's a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, I think that it's like probably, I see both. But yeah.
Well, answered my question.
Well, you're definitely in a niche market, so I feel like you do have to probably do a little bit more to promote yourself, to kind of explain to people what you're actually doing, right?
Yes.
And you've done a really good job of that over the course of the last few years, building your brand and putting your name out there with social media. What has been, I guess, going back to that clientele thing, what brings in the most clientele for you, for your area of business, right? Like, I know we all have our methods of bringing in our clientele, but is it your social media? Is it marketing? Like, is it your networking? Like, I know a lot of people will come in just from outside, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, how what they always say, like, word of mouth is great. Yes, it is. But I have to say that I do all my own social media. I am the face behind that page. I don't have any team at all. I do it 24/7, and I have to say that this is where the most amount of clients come in. People want to see results. It's like they want to see you guys post a house and it being sold.
See, like, that goes hand in hand with any industry, right? Like,
Anything.
going back to social media being the biggest driver for most businesses nowadays, right? Yeah, so I'm trying to think if I have any more questions.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So I guess being a successful entrepreneur, businesswoman.
Thank you.
This is Nick's line.
Yeah, it's my famous
you.
line.
He loves
I
the
love it.
business women.
And it's been a topic on our podcast before, women in business.
Nice.
We love to see growth in that industry and women striving and becoming
to my
successful
people.
business owners. Not just hearing from yourself, but other, I guess, successful business owners about the path to success is not as smooth as people think it is.
No.
There are hurdles, there are bumps in the road, but it's it's those hurdles and those bumps that make you stronger and help you to move forward.
Yeah.
So just going back to that aspect, what were some of the, I guess, the major challenges you faced, from start to finish of your business here in terms of starting it up?
Yeah.
And in addition to that, what advice can you give to, I guess, new business owners starting up a business?
Maybe
as
like
well?
even young females specifically
Yeah.
who are, because you started at a really young age
Yes.
and you had some drivers behind you and you always kept a positive attitude.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah. So maybe how you keep up with that positive attitude too, and mindset's everything, right? So
Yeah, for sure. I think the answer to your question would be I had a really hard time proving that my business works, right? I think that was a really big challenge that I faced because it is such a different and unique niche that not many people see. We are not a spa. We are not a medical place, medical spa. We're not like, facials, eyelashes, nails. No, we are very, very different. Not many people have seen it before. So I think that biggest challenge was proving and explaining.
exposure.
Yes, it took me a very long time to be able to prove myself. So that was definitely the biggest challenge that I faced over the years. And I had to do it alone at one point, but I am fortunate enough and so lucky to have such a team that is, they are like mini me's. They are amazing. Yeah, it's hilarious. They almost sometimes when I hear them through the walls, they sound like me, and I could second guess if it is me or not. And it's amazing. So it does take a long time. What advice do I have to other entrepreneurs that want to start a business? I think that if you love what you're doing and you're passionate about it, you'll never work a day in your life. So I think that that's definitely something that I hold on to me all the time. Again, I'm going to go back to being uncomfortable. I don't want to diss Woodbridge, but I do have to say one thing.
We love
Since
that.
I'm on this podcast, I'll just get this out. Yeah. Everyone's so comfortable here. Live in your mom's basement, chill, work at Cataldi, whatever. For the rest of your life, retire and die in Florida. But instead, you have to be the 1% that is so uncomfortable with their life. And everyone might judge you, but give them something to talk about.
100%.
Right?
That's the biggest problem with our generation, I
Crazy.
think, though, is that we're so quick to hold each other back without actually, we should be celebrating each other
Yeah.
and wanting each other to win, right? Like, move on to that next level. We don't want to continue that generational trauma of Woodbridge and staying in the same place.
It's actually crazy. Yeah.
It's generational trauma.
I'm
at
a
this
true
point.
Woodbridger. Yeah.
Does that move us into our question of the day?
Our favorite question of the show.
Okay.
What
is
is
this?
What makes you the real deal?
It's like, Naz, you do the
Oh
honors.
my gosh. Okay.
I decided.
Go for it. I had the intro.
What makes me the real deal in my business? I would definitely say the passion and love that I have for my clients are probably like I've never seen before. Bringing a light to how positive plastic surgery can be for people to feel good about their bodies, to people to walk out of here and for them to even smile, it just really makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like I've done my job. At the end of the day, the money means nothing. And that is exactly why I believe the community I made is the real deal. And it's not no fake deal.
Why the community is a real deal. Not even her. Why the community is a real deal.
I think it's
Jeez
everyone
Louise.
here. My business is not just me, it's
Wow.
everybody.
I
Oh,
like
there
how
you go.
you noted
like
it's
that.
not about the money, because the money comes and goes, but the people that you work with stay forever,
Well,
and those people will continue to support you.
This is
once-
something that we say, right? And
Yeah,
I mean, like,
that's what I mean. It goes. We were in a
you
service
guys can
industry too, right?
read my article coming out soon on Buzz Magazine, but but same thing in our business. What realtors tend to do is they tend to spend the check before it comes in, right? And if you start counting commissions before the commissions come in, they don't come in, right? It's all those sayings: a watch pot never boils, a watch phone never rings. Same thing, right? So if you focus on the money doesn't come. If you focus on the clients, for some reason it just starts to roll in. And I think that's true in any business.
Yeah.
So true. Honestly, when you
I
shift
agree.
that mindset, when you're always thinking about money, it's never gonna happen.
Never.
That's true.
I always
Yeah.
think about my team. That's the number one thing. I think about who's with me.
Yep.
Because, at the end of the day, when you have a bigger team, it's not just you anymore. I realize that everyone needs to be on board too. Everyone needs to get a little uncomfortable.
For sure.
So,
Well, if you're a team, right, that there's a reason you have a team, because it's you're all pushing towards a goal. So if one person's complacent, then you're only as good as your weakest team member, right? So
You're nothing without your team.
no, you're not. And
No
I think
I
that's
team
all the
here.
time.
that's true. There is no I
We
in
say
team.
it every day.
Yep.
You can't do it all by yourself.
No, God no.
Nobody
If you
can,
if you
so-
could,
I mean, that'd be
then-
nice, but
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
you can't.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
No, but if you could do everything on your own, I mean, everybody would do it, right?
That's
And
right.
if it was easy, everybody would do it. There'd be a million. I mean, real estate must be easy because there's a million of us, but for this business, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? And there's a reason that nobody does, because it's hard. It's hard work, and it's only for those that are okay with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to want it bad enough.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bet on yourself.
Fred Van Vliet, bet on yourself.
Yeah, and bet on yourself.
Okay, so that was a good way to. That one got me going a little bit. Bet on yourself.
No, that was awesome. Last question for
Yeah.
viewers and listeners out there. How can they get a hold of you? How can they reach you?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, awesome. So we of course have Instagram, the Body and Post Op Clinic. You can also reach us by our website, thebodyandpostopclinic.com. You can come in for a walk-in. We're located at 3905 Major Mackenzie Drive West. We are just at the corner of Weston and Major Mac. You can also give us a call. You want me to say my phone number? Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put all her details below too. But yeah, totally.
289-304-8567.
Call.
Guys, get out of your
text.
parents' basements and come check out Julia and the Body and Post Op Clinic here.
This one goes out to all the Woodbridge people.
Get out of your mom's basement.
Shout out.
And call us if you need.
And then you can speak to Sam to buy a home or a commercial unit.
Call the Fern GT.
Best real estate people here.
And until
Until next time.
We're the real deal.
the real deal, though.
This is Julia at the Body Post Op Clinic.
Thank you.